What's cracking, folks? It is I, CFK Crow, here to bring you some more WWE. I was going to say WWE 2K16, but that's wrong. This is TEW 2013. And yeah, final weeks leading up to WrestleMania. On this week's episode of Raw, we saw Ryback gain Ryback gaining a position in the ladder match at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental Championship. We saw the returning Kurt Angle issue a challenge to Alberto Del Rio for the WWE United States Championship. We saw Sheamus successfully take down the Big Show in what may be a running gag for the League of Nations, taking down the Giants. Very similar to a certain someone who did the same thing last month. And we had a strange backstage... wait. We had a strange backstage interaction between the Authority and the Usos and Roman Reigns. And finally, and most importantly, we had the announcement of Daniel Bryan's retiring. But before he goes, he will have one final match against The Undertaker at WrestleMania for control of the... Oh, wait. We're not doing that? That's why I've been real... Oh, okay. Anyways, tonight we have the highlight reel that's been announced. We have Axl Rose taking on the Lucha Dragons. We have Xavier Woods taking on... That's supposed to be Devon Dudley. Taking on Devon Dudley in singles competition. And we have Rusev taking on Kane, similar to his comrade. Sheamus took down the Big Show. Let's see what happens. Y'all ready for this? There you go. The show starts off with Jericho in the ring, prepared for this week's highlight reel. He says that his guest today is the number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, Dean Ambrose. Ambrose shows up and everything seems fine until Jericho goes off on a tangent about why wasn't he in the main event of Fastlane. He says that if it wasn't for that stupid idiot, AJ Styles, ruining everything, he would be in Ambrose's position because he is better than him. Before Dean can get a word in, AJ Styles runs in from the crowd and starts to attack Jericho. Dean just stands on the sides to watch. When Jericho gets the upper hand and tosses AJ out with yelling at that stupid jackass, he turns around into a vicious Dirty Deeds. I'm Dirty Dan. Nice way to start the show off hot. And a great way to bring it right back down. In a bout that had I forgot about that. In a bout that had solid in-ring action, but not much in the way of heat, Axl Rose defeated Lucha Dragons in 6:48 when Curtis Axel defeated Sin Cara by pinfall with Henning Plex. Supposed to be Kalisto. I probably should have put that in there. Adam Rose. You're messing up everything, man. After their loss, Sin Cara is visibly... I spelled that wrong. Sin Cara is visibly upset with Kalisto. He says... Well, he seems to be out of things since losing the United States title to Alberto Del Rio. An image appears and the announced team announces that the main event for tonight will be Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho by the request of Jericho himself. The New Day roll out their usual entrances and stick and call on the Dudley Boys for the weekly booty beatings. Okay. You can see that there's face turns that are coming. In a bout that had solid in-ring action, but not much in the way of heat, X defeated Devon Dudley in 8:40 when Devon was disqualified when Bubba ran in and attacked Xavier. Bubba foreshadowing heel turn. Are we going to have a double... Oh, yes, we're going to have a double turn. I can't hide it. Unless I just, cut off, a decent portion of this video. Which I can't do. I could do it. That'd be weird. Well, I might do that. Just so you guys can't see what's happening. But you know what? I think I'm not sure what you guys are here to watch. What part of it? I don't know. Like the correlation between what I do and what gets the most views. Technically, I've gotten more views with shorter videos, or more consistent when you actually watch the whole thing, which is crazy. Let me move this over there. All right. Anyways, after Bubba attacks Xavier, the New Day stormed the ring, and the Dudley Boys escape. That was a very. That was very. That was a very. That was. That was very weird from Bubba. Doesn't he want to win? All these high morales. That's nice. The League of Nations are backstage with another council meeting. Del Rio starts things off fairly upset. I forgot to do something. I forgot to do two things. Shiznit. The League of Nations are backstage with another council meeting. Del Rio starts things off fairly upset that Kurt Angle showed up to challenge him. The rest of the league are trying to ensure him that he can take him because the League of Nations are mighty nations. Sheamus talks about his victory over Show, and Rusev says that he will crush Kane tonight to prove that the league aren't to be taken lightly. Rusev crush. I have Roman versus Sheamus 2 on here, but that's wrong. I changed that. I probably should change the name of it too. Kane makes his entrance. Pretty elaborate. You're not over anymore, Kane. And in a match that has some good action and average heat, Rusev defeated Kane in 10-18 by pinfall with a bold plex. Oh, Kane got all these penalties. Not Shamu. A video plays recapping Bryan's announcement on Raw. And Paul Heyman comes out to acknowledge that his client, Brock Lesnar, is very, very upset right now over the Wyatt's interference in the main event of Fastlane. He says that he has come in his place to not have any unnecessary damages done to the arena. He says that Bray has provoked the beast, and the 11th commandment is, thou shalt not intentionally provoke Brock Lesnar. Just then, the lights cut off, and one's back on. The Wyatts are surrounding the ring. Bray slowly steps into the ring. He says the 10 commandments, which I would rattle off right now, but I can't do them in order off top. He says that Paul, who does he worship? We ask Paul, well, who's he worship? And Paul says that's kind of a private question, not suitable for the current public forum. Bray just laughs. He says that Heyman is so careful with his words, so meticulous, but he said the wrong things at the wrong time. Man. The Wyatts start to enter the ring, and Heyman yells at them to stop, or else they will have to answer to Brock. Bray laughs again. He says that's exactly what he wants. You'll be sent free to relay this. Run. Duh. The Wyatts disappear. I expected that to go better. Problem is, gimmicks and momentum. Backstage, The Miz announces that next week on Miz TV, he will have a special. Well, he'll have. That's the wrong two. He will have two special guests, Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. He says that he intends to get to the bottom of the animosity that these two seem to have with each other, more than with the Divas champion Charlotte, who seems to be cruising to WrestleMania unhindered. Oh, miss. Okay, main event. Announcing quality was not okay. In a bout that featured great action and a good crowd, Dean Ambrose defeated Chris Jericho in 12:28 by pinfall with a headlock driver. Yeah. During the match, we also saw supposed to be DQ. Shiz. During the match, we also saw Bad News Barrett run in and attack Dean Ambrose, and Sheamus can also attack Dean Ambrose. Going back, declining physical for a gimmick. All right. Dean Ambrose is being attacked by Sheamus, Bad News Barrett, and Chris Jericho in the ring. Seeing the assault, Roman Reigns and AJ Styles come running in, and fights all three of them off, saving Dean Ambrose from a serious beat down of business bitch. And after the let's put Dean and Roman, let's put on screen. After the referees have broken up the brawl, Triple H comes out to speak to Roman. He says that we all know that Roman should be the guy to face me, right? We all know Ambrose isn't good enough. He's the definition of a B plus player. He says that he is a champ because no one else is worthy. And if Roman wants to be his guy, all he has to do is... He looks over towards Dean, who looks a little weary. Roman grabs a mic and says that he will never betray his brother. And that once Dean is done with Triple H, then he'll get his turn. Triple H says that Roman's anger is burning a hole in him. He says he can see it. He says that he is willing to reconsider this WrestleMania match. If Roman just beats Dean, he can have his spots. It looks like Roman is going to attack Dean, but instead he turns to Triple H and says that if he thinks he will listen to anything he had to say, then he must be dumber than Stephanie. And you can believe that. Show ends. Alright. Got little hints of a Roman heel turn, maybe. We see some discord within the Lucha Dragons. We see some stuff happening, some Ripperinos, some Kappa Prides. I don't know. 23 B increased in 23 regions. That was a good show. That's probably one of my most logically built shows. Starts off hot. You got some weak stuff, but get some good angles in there once in a while. And then you start with the D's, get to the C's. Get a D in there. That was Kane. But then we get to some solid C pluses, some B's, some C. Yeah, got some B's up in the end, man. Got some B's in the lack. Eric Anthony, Eric Arndt, Jonathan Fatu is on the rise. Oos? Talk about Oos. How's TNA Explosion doing? Madison Brains. Highlight the show. Anything else important happening? SmackDown. Oh, Mark Haskins beat Mario Scroll for Progress Championship. Nice. Not bad, fellas. Not bad. Not B-A-D-D. Do. Okay, yeah. I'm going on for too long. I'm tired as all hell. I will catch y'all folks on the ip side, the lip side, and the side. I was corny. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.